Wagwan, y'all. So, look, today could get kind of messy. First, I want to see SMT be attempted to be created on the highs. In order for that to happen, we need to see longs happen. Where are longs most likely to take place from? This PD array is fine. But notice how we have this hourly here overlapping. We have this PD array here, as well as this right here. I'd want to see ES possibly draw into this daily right here, because not only that, do we have that, we have this hourly, and it kind of overlaps with this. Great area for support. I can't redefine this new week opening gap because we've already ran through it. So as you can see with NQ, we've already tapped into this hourly as well. So now we kind of go in and we're looking for where is it likely for SMT to take place from or take place at. We have previous session high. We have the session before that, and these are 90-minute cycles that I'm speaking about. 90-minute cycles, this one here. But see, the thing is, once we take this out, we no longer have this monthly and weekly SMT, previous day SMT, previous week and previous day at the highs. And so we would default back to the SMT that was created prior to this. And the SMT that was created prior to this is down before up, because it needs manipulation on the lows. It was a bullish cycle. So being that it's a bullish cycle, we can anticipate lower off of that. If SMT is created on the lows prior to this run higher, we can anticipate a continuation higher. So today, kind of tricky. Want to be very, very, what's the word? Yo, what's good, Taban? Want to be very vigilant is the word I'm looking for. Because if you peep, we've already used this POI. It's not fresh anymore. It's not clean anymore. Only POI I could possibly look at and be like, all right, maybe it's this. But if I'm looking at that, I might as well look at the daily right below it. What's good, Ascension? How y'all boys feeling, man? What do y'all think about this right now? How do y'all feel about this? I'm likely not going to execute on anything unless both assets drive lower. I want to see ES come into here, and I want to see NQ come into here. This is a beautiful level for NQ. And I like how we filled in this gap as well. Because if this hourly candle closes like this, this gap is no longer a hindrance to us from taking longs. So we shall see how this turns out. NQ, the new week opening gap, definitely. Definitely. I'm with you on that. The question is, for me, well, it's not really a question, honestly. With NQ being that distance from the new week opening gap, if we try to charge down there, ES is going to end up in that daily busy. Then longs from there, indeed. No SMT needed. Indeed, buddy. Yeah. I had it all written out, London session, but yeah, Taban, I got that. I believe it was Tawa who asked for this actually, but I got that the way to back test, proper way to back test video coming out. That's being edited today, so I'm hoping to get that out within the next 6 hours. It'll be out by the end of the day though, for sure. So he is approaching that daily. NQ approaching that. Okay, so since NQ is approaching that, I want to redefine this area. The obvious place is this, just the volume imbalance itself, the true vacuum. This. Yeah, there's nothing else really here either. Alright, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep in mind that there's also an hourly here. And I'm gonna annotate this like this. But I also need to find a specific POI on ES as well, which looks to be really simple because look, just unmitigated. This is the type of things I love. When I'm holding my capital and I'm not trading, I'm looking for scenarios similar to this, where it's like obvious, the turning point, the POIs, etc. Love the consistency, man. Tabana, I appreciate you, bro. I'm loving the consistency too. I get a big piece of, well, I don't know if this is right or wrong. I get a big piece of my self-worth from being consistent in the things that I care about. I'm not sure if that's a good thing deep down or a bad thing, but oh well. So boom, we tapped into that daily. NQ's playing around. I'm gonna look at the 5 minute. 1 minute's noisy right now. So what could happen is, what I'd prefer to see happen is, we tap into this and we bounce off of it quickly so that this hourly candle closes inside of this new week opening gap. Because if we close below it, then this will function as resistance. And it'll create a small range for us. Although this is a daily, we should easily be able to displace above it, and we'll be bouncing off of a true volume imbalance, and it should be overlapping that. We want to see the least amount of friction as possible. I'm about to buy another Apex account. So we all looking for longs then, as far as I could tell. The reason why I'm buying the Apex account is because I'll just one-shot this and pass the account. If I can hurry up and buy this account. Up the price. So I want to see if ES will tap into that before I even drop down lower. It doesn't have to. We're already in unmitigated gaps. You know? So let's drop this 15 second. SMT here. SMT here. If we displace above this, I'm entered. And this is on my funded, I believe. Cool. See, wicks like that I don't like. I'm gonna enter though. I'm gonna refresh this page so that I can see if my Apex account is here yet. This account is damn near done. We enter 2 cons on it. Cause mind you, on the evals we're risking 500. So I'm pretty sure there's only a little bit of risk left on this one. Still not there. It's going anyway. Damn. It's still not over for us yet though, because we could take this account. This account could show up right now, right? Okay, cool. And we could take it and we could just full port it. 50. We could full port like this. Cause low key, y'all, I'm not ready to keep taking forever on these evals, bro. It's not happening. So from here, we're just gonna look for a simple A to B. This was initially the A to B that I was looking for, but since we've already used this within the same hourly candles we use this too, like I'm looking at these highs in this PD array above that I've annotated since last week, which would be like a 1 to 4, maybe. Yeah, somewhere in between. Either way, it's fun. But mind you, we are hunting liquidity right now. The algorithm. Well, if I was the market makers, right? If I was the market makers, real liquidity lied up here. That's why we have SMT up here. NQ took this high. ES didn't. Fine. A bunch of buy stops got taken out. They're in buy positions. They're gonna need. Actually, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. I don't even know. If it was up to me, I'd push it right past those highs. But at the same time, we have inefficiency below. So it's like when you enter a trade, you gotta see both sides. This could happen, but also this. The only reason this is so attractive of a trade is because of that volume imbalance. It hasn't been mitigated yet. So we have to be careful. Vigilant is the word. With ES closing like this, definitely. We might want to pull deeper into that volume imbalance, rebalance some more of it. We might want to fill it in completely. ES is finally tapping that specific area that I wanted to see. So let's see what happens. Might be a stop out. That's a good call to buy. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good call. I was just sitting there saying it's possible that we want to fill in this gap a little bit more because it's a true volume imbalance. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible that we want to fill this in completely. The only thing is, if we fill this in completely, ES might draw lower, which puts, it'll be a whole thing. It'll be a whole thing. I can't watch that 1 minute though. That 1 minute look wicked. I know you see that 1 minute to buy. That 1 minute look crazy. Oh yeah, I'm actually under wrist right now too. Yeah, 35. Yeah, I'm actually under wrist. Actually, that's fine. Fuck it. That's fine. I'm assuming I lost one eval in that drawdown. I need to see these things start moving fast too. Cause those wicks tell a story. Those wicks say like, yo, we ain't going up there right now. this no more. Preferably, like I said, ES closes inside this new week opening gap. That would solidify a reversal. And that would be a perfect indicator for your 10 a.m. entry. To inverse what, Saban? Oh, nah, this joint is still in. That's crazy. Wicks to the store, indeed. I'm just trying to see. I dropped damn near 10 comms on the eval. Just a one shot this shit. It looks like every 30 points is 500. So what do I need? I need this full TP to schmack to pass the account, which I believe is doable. ES moving slow though. That's concerning. So, the way I see it, NQ is being allowed to trade higher, at least to attempt to trade higher. ES is still redlining against that daily POI. That daily POI should have been a spring. It's a small one, but it should have been a spring. Not only that, we have that new week opening gap as support. NQ's tapping off of a new week opening gap, a true vacuum in price action, an area where there's no price action at all of high imbalance, completely inefficient, which is overlapped with the SIBI. We need SMT on the highs. So the way that I see this is NQ is being allowed to trade higher because we'll likely form SMT up there. We might not make it to that POI. There's a slim chance. I say we need to make it to that POI because there's no POI where that liquidity is. But if we close below this new week opening gap on ES, that new week opening gap becomes the POI for shorts. It's only a matter of NQ finding a POI for shorts. But then we'd be shorting against this daily. So I wouldn't be interested in that. And it's possible that we could close below the daily. But it's also possible that we could consolidate against the daily. So it's a few possibilities that could happen. This, in my opinion, is the best move of the day. Post 9:30 at least. It's just ugly. I want to get my entries better as well. I need to sharpen that up. Because typically we entered here. Typically my entry would be here. much smaller, much smaller. I think I don't enter that early due to fear and being that my funded account is in drawdown right now. This is where you look for internal liquidity for, yeah, yep. So I'm looking at this, but I like to match lower time frame with higher time frame. If we close this way, it aligns with this. P-Power also respecting this right here. I deleted it, but we got this to look at. And once this hourly closes, we also have this to look at. Can't be looking at that 1 minute, bro. That 1 minute look crazy. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. ES is nosediving. What is it? What is it possibly looking for? It just look like time distortion. Yeah, bro. Just look like time distortion. NQ's being allowed to trade higher. That's where the SMT is going to take place from. If we consolidate in this range, we could just sit here and chop between these two POIs up until 10:30. 10:30, a new 90-minute cycle opens up. If we form SMT with the high that's created in between 9 and 10:30, we get attempt to short. And you see we have the POIs right here. This is a whole nother skill set right here, though. Like sitting in the trade and anticipating what it's going to do, being able to be like, okay, yeah, we might need to close early, or yeah, this could turn on us. You know what I'm saying? And not just being like, oh, I'm already in the trade, I hope it hits TP. Like being able to manage that emotion while still having some analyst characteristic that you're holding on to. It's a whole nother thing, bro. I believe until you get to the point where the money is nothing to you, it'll be a battle. Which is why they say lower your risk. My risk is extremely low on this trade. Is there SMT on the lows? Yeah, but it wasn't created by news. There's SMT with previous day low. We got that going for us. I think everybody is in these longs, and the market knows that shit. market know that shit. Everybody in these longs right now. Obvious one. That said, it's important we make a perfect exit. Gotta keep an eye on ES. Because if ES starts disrespecting these POIs, then we have no trade. This is the perfect POI. Daily, hourly unicorn level, unmitigated 1 minute inside of it's the perfect POI. I'm gonna let it rock. I just don't like the way the ES is moving. That shit is spooky, gang. I'm gonna lie. ES moving spooky. I gotta close this trade. Reason why I gotta close it is because ES is disrespecting that PD array. With NQ drawn all the way down there, there's nowhere for it to respect. There's no PD array for it to respect down there besides our POI again. So in between that area where we just was in that higher time frame POI is our stop and no PD array. Low resistance. I'm not about to sit through this. I'd rather just take my risk off. Come back a different day. It's a great trade. But it's on the one eval, I'll leave it running. On the others, I closed. Funded and a new eval. Closed. Price is being held. ES making it heavy. disappointing, slightly disappointing. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be a great trade. Like, volume and balance, it be overlapping. You know what I'm saying? Daily on ES, unicorn on the hourly, unmitigated 1 minute. We need SMT on the highs, so we gotta go higher. And we got SMT with the previous day low on the lows. But the time distortion, bro, I'm not with the shits. And you come all the way down here to my stop, there's no PD array. Maybe on the 15-second we'll find a PD array. That's sturdy. I ain't gonna lie, that's sturdy. But if we close below this, it's a route. It's a route. And mind you, like, this is a true volume imbalance. Like, this is a true gap. It should be explosive off of this, paired with this daily on ES. Nah, this time distortion. Price got other intentions. This look like engineering liquidity. And then you got to look at the economic calendar too. We have no news this week until Wednesday at 2 p.m. And then we got this inefficiency below. I'm not with the disrespect. It was good, Stick Man. What's good? What's goody? I don't think I ever seen you in here before, bro. How you doing, man? You took a trade today? Taban, what you think about, man? You still think about executing? Don't let me influence what you got going on at all. I'm based off data. Like, you see what I'm saying, bro? We've now closed below this here. This is gonna be used to send us lower, most likely. Nah, not yet. Word, I'm grateful for you, bro. I'm grateful for you, man. Been on this journey for a while. You might still be on a journey for a while, it's alright. Look at that. That's what I mean, like managing your emotions while you're in the trade, trying to make analytical decisions. Like, that shit would have been a stop out, bro. A full loss for no reason. Yeah. There you have it, Taban. With that reaction, I might shoot it down again. Try it out. If we can get displacement with this, never mind. If we can get displacement above this, yeah, I'll shoot it down one more time. I like this displacement. SMT on the highs, SMT on the lows. gotta bust out the calculator. This is my last shot at it. I'm not shooting at this shit no more. I need to see movement. I like this 5-minute wick. Let's see what it look like on a 15-minute. My candle's not closed yet. If we can close with this wick, that's a good sign. This is us sweeping 9 a.m. low as well. That's another good sign. Lows and highs tend to be put in 9:30 to 10:30. So if we swept this low, and this is the 9:30 low, and this is likely the low. But ES has to cooperate. Are we in the same trade? Uh-oh. I'm light on my risk again this time, though. I will not be played. I need to tighten up my risk on this funded, though. So now we have this POI protecting our stop. On ES, we don't really have a POI protecting our stop. If we were to enter, the POI is on the higher time frame itself. This 1 minute, hourly, and daily. POIs are different. I want to say they're different strengths, though. That could also be a reason why we're sitting here chopping. All of these things have to be experimented with and taken note of. Definitely gonna be logging this one type deeply. So in Notion, when you log things, you can go to your outside of the log, like your Notion homepage, and search for things, search for keywords in all of the logs that you've created. So I'm working on building a log of things that I don't come across often, or questions that I have. For example, is that volume imbalance as strong as a daily? POI. Is the level 8,000 on ES as strong as a daily or a weekly POI? Things of that nature, like nuances, like latent conditions, things that you wouldn't know unless you was deep into this shit. So this is gonna be one of those days. Let's go to a lower time frame. So this hourly might be a problem. Also, keep in mind what I said about 10:30. 10:30, a new cycle opens up. Once that new cycle opens up, the previous cycle high is right here inside of this POI. So we'll have to be careful. Yo, low key, I want to start live streaming on TikTok just to let like a bunch of cornballs in here. Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? I won't feel like dealing with them every day. I definitely won't. But like on occasion. What's good, bro? Good, Ace. Yeah, we in the trade right now, even though it's playing around low key. Nah, I think we good for a while, but you also have to be able to see the possibilities of a reversal, the possibilities of a high resistance PD rate on the way to your TP, and we definitely do have that possibility. Yeah, ES moving type funky as shit. It's gotta be time distortion. Because if you look at ESPD rays, it has a perfect set of PD rays for it to be sent higher. And there's SMT on the lows. So we got this PD ray right here. Should function as support. If it doesn't function as support, I'm closing and walking away from this bullshit ass day. I'm trying to go to the gym. Niggas hitting shoulders today. Us. 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 What's up, Mark? Get right. Good shit. The bond, good shit. It's crazy. So y'all are watching me stream, seeing the data be delayed as you're watching the real time data on your chart. So you seeing me react to this shit delayed. That's type crazy. Yeah, I need to see this function as support. And we could drop to a 15-second and get hints whether it will or not. Damn. We got something right here too. Alright, I guess this would end up being a full loss because I gotta give it a chance. I would want to see us tap into this and dip back up quickly in order to respect this Bissy. Look like that ain't gonna happen though. Nah, word. GG. Facts. It gotta happen immediately. You know. gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm cool. Like, this shit is whatever. But it's slightly irritating. I can't lie to y'all. Like, this shit is slightly irritating, boy. Like, this is a perfect trade. It makes perfect sense. But it's okay. That's what happens. Our last few losses have been great trades. And it's cool. Like, that shit happens. All it takes is like 1-2 good trades, and this account is back. But it's crazy, right? Damn. We've only taken 3 W's, 5 losses, up 3R. It's now 2R, I believe. Yeah, it's now like 2.5R. I'm gonna edit that right now. But even so, like, done right, should still be in the green. And all it's gonna take is like a good week of solid price action. Whenever we get back to solid price action. All these losses are gonna come back. It's just surviving to that. You know what I'm saying? We've taken double the losses as we have wins. And we're still green on the year. I need these nano contracts to come out. Nasdaqistan moving brazy. Nigga said Nasdaqistan. I ain't never heard that shit. I like it. Yeah, this is a great time. Go ahead, put this in the journal for the come back later. It was a great shot. I even said last night, if we look at this anticipation, scenario 2, we'll monitor the slim daily BISI with the hourly BISI inside. Look for longs to take place here to a simple terminus, the first high time frame liquidity or inefficiency. This is the highest probability scenario for tomorrow. And look how it did us. It's cool though. It's likely we're going to displace below and then drive higher later once we reach the real POI, if we reach the real POI today. It's all good. I'm curious as to what's going to happen now. At the end of the day, we'll know Price's true intentions for today because hindsight is 2020. But like I said, lower. This isn't the real POI. And we might see that reversal today or tomorrow. All this chop, I doubt we go higher. Probably go higher too, if we do go higher. Mind you, remember what I said about 9 to 10:30. 10:30 opens up. That's easy liquidity. Easy SMT for reversal. Alright, y'all, I'm getting off here. I'm going straight to the gym. I'm not about to sit here and watch this chop. Don't let these losses affect your mind. It was a great trade. If you took this, it's a great trade. It's an awesome trade. We'll know why we lost this trade by the end of the day. And if you can tell, this is a lot of time distortion. This is a lot of chop. It's Monday on a week where we have nearly no news. So don't let this affect your psyche. We will continue to cook up. There will be better days, and if you allow this to just be a day where you lose one R, you've taken one shot, it's going now, you missed. There will be days where you recover from this and make up for it. So like I always say, tighten up. To bond, you have a blessed day. Get with y'all boys on the next one, man.